What an amazing race, two really evenly matched boats, and personally I think it was just two fluff tacks which really killed the Italians. So let's have a look at what went wrong, what they did differently, and especially think about the communication chain on board.
Stand by. Easy. 3, 2, 1, board down, board down.
So port tack, Bruni's helming, and he calls, happy to lee bow.
Stand by.
Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit different. Jimmy Spittle says stand by, and that means he's initiating the call, which in some ways makes sense because Jimmy's got a sight of INEOS, so he can time the tack perfectly for the lee bow. But let's have a look, that's not what happens.
Easy. 3, 2, 1, board down, board down.
So there you hear it, Jimmy counts them in, 3, 2, 1, board down. Now, here's the crunch. Jimmy's calling the tack, but it's the helmsman on the windward side who has to press the button for the board to go down. So there's a communication chain there across the boat for that tack timing. Normally, Rossa's helmsman on the windward side, who is also dropping the board, calls the tack, so you can get perfect timing on that board drop.
For trouble with speed. Got to get the board down earlier.
And there, we hear it directly from Jimmy himself. They're struggling for speed and they've got to get the board down earlier. It's a board drop timing issue. Okay, now, and just a few moments later, coming into the windward mark, this is Rossa on port, Bruni helming again. Okay, so before we get into the communication, another tidbit here. Pietro Sabello is crossing before the tack, so this is a new tacking style for Rossa as well, copying perhaps the changes that INEOS made with their helm trimmer crossing before the tack.
Stand by.
Okay, again, Jimmy Spittle's initiating the tack, and that kind of makes sense because he's got the best view of INEOS who are crossing on starboard, and he says stand by to tack. Bruni repeats stand by, so kind of so far so good.
3, 2, you go.
Okay, and there we have it. The communication just fell apart to shit in a second there. Jimmy started the countdown, Keko Bruni took over with a number 2, then Jimmy Spittle kind of was thrown by it. And then the communication chain just ends with this kind of very timid go Keko go from Jimmy, completely mistimed. The board again is late going down and it's just a crap tack, lets INEOS sail in below, and in such a tight race these were two pivotal moments where again Rossa's two helms kind of was their Achilles heel. Okay, and I really can't ignore this great bit of rounding from Team INEOS. First of all, Prada skid out a load, so that kind of makes INEOS look a little bit better. Another little bit of a handling error from the Italians. But INEOS go for the Thomas the Tank Engine, rounding the leeward mark on rails, straight into attack. And when the camera pans out, you can see the wakes of the two boats and just how much tighter into that mark INEOS were, and they're straight into the split. And that's what allows them back into this race. So a bit of a comparison between the two boats there. I hope you like these insights. Such a shame we're not getting another winner takes all race tomorrow, because frankly I think Rossa do have an incredibly good boat. They just need to sort out some of the communication in these pinch points of the races. But yeah, we're going to see Rossa or American Magic against Team INEOS UK in the Prada Cup finals, and we're actually in a kind of a weird situation where INEOS haven't really proven to have the fastest boat in any race yet, and yet it's been a shifty few days, lots of tricky boat handling, and we're seeing sailors' calls and teamwork making the difference. A thrilling Prada Cup Round Robin series. I can't wait for more racing. Cheers.